Shalom Akim. I want to start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who taught me this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the earth. And also the brothers that teach his word in sincerity. Come back at you with a quick lesson, just to basically talk about the heathenistic holiday, well, wicked holiday known as Halloween. You know, how our people should not be celebrating these holidays in general. You know, one of them being Halloween, which is coming up relatively soon. And, these niggas out here still celebrating Halloween, despite what's going on in the world today, because we're basically at the end of this society. You got niggas out here, still trick-or-treating, basically celebrating the satanic holiday. So I'm going to read this. It's the history of Halloween. It says, Halloween is among the oldest traditions in the world, as it touches as an essential element of human condition, the relationship between the living and the dead. Right, you have to also note that, how these elites get down. They make satanic rituals. That's how you have to put your mind, to these different articles. Basically, how like a lot of these kids be coming up missing. They be forming satanic rituals, for Halloween and different things like that. Days like what, Friday the 13th. Every time those days come around, but you got what, niggas celebrating Halloween. Basically partaking in a satanic day. It says, I'm gonna jump down. It says every recorded civilization has created some form of ritual observance focused on what happens to people when they die, where they go, and how the living should best honor those who have passed or respond to the dead. And also, if you celebrate Halloween, you will be considered a witch, because like I said before, the time of when Halloween comes around, you have people putting on costumes and different things like that, which makes you a witch. People, like I said before, casting rituals, starting with the least of this society. So I'm going to jump into a precept. This is the book of Jeremiah 10. This is the book of Jeremiah 10:1. Hear ye the word which the Lord spake unto you, O house of Israel. You so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you make up the house of Israel. Let's continue. Verse 2. Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Right? The Lord said, follow not the way of the heathen. Our people was wicked, going into the ancient days, but these are things we, never partook of. The wicked Israelites, our people were wicked. They did partake in things like this, but what? Mostly heathens, this is a heathen thing to do. Basically, sacrificing, wickedly unto their gods. And, we don't do things like that, Learn not the way of the heathen and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. Right? Because, the Lord gave us laws, statutes, and commandments and high holy days that we should keep, Verse 3, for the custom of the people are vain. Right, dressing up in a costume and going trick-or-treating. That's a vain custom, because it really doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything at all. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with an axe. Right, that's mainly talking about Christmas, but the point being that if you're a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, you should not be celebrating these different holidays. And one wicked holiday, is Halloween. And you have a lot of our people basically saying, I don't celebrate the holiday, but I do go out for a plate. I do, going back to the 4th of July, I do fireworks, but I don't celebrate the 4th of July. Right? That's the whole mindset of our people, It says, every recorded civilization has created some form of ritual observance focused on what happens to people when they die, where they go, and how the living should be best honor those who have passed or respond to the dead, who seem unwilling or unable to move on. Countries around the world today celebrate Halloween in one form or another. From Mexico's Day of the Dead, which is also a wicked day. You have the Northern Kingdom, mainly Issachar, celebrating the Day of the Dead, which is nowhere to be found in the Bible. Because like I said before, you are the Israelites according to the Bible, and the Lord chose you to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. But with this, the point being that that this day is basically going into, satanic rituals, basically, you identifying yourself as a witch. And what does the Bible say about that? Damn, I think I have. I'm gonna just go back to it. It's the book of Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning gets light, they practice it because it is the power of their hand. Right, that's what these elites do. Behind the scenes, they be doing satanic rituals, casting out demons. Or should I say, basically bringing demons to light to basically get them power on the left-hand side. And like I said at the start of the lesson, they do it with days like what? Friday the 13th, Halloween being one of them. Basically things, to put, try, at least to put spells on our people and different things like that. A satanic vibration on the left-hand side. That's what these elites, do, use these different days, to basically, forge demons, summon demons or whatever the case may be. Halloween being one of them. And let me see, can I actually find that scripture? Well, it's like I said before, you partaking in the satanic holiday, you will be considered a witch. Yeah, I got it. This is the book of Exodus 22:18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Right, what does a witch do? They cast spells. They do voodoo. That's what those Levites do. The so-called Haitians. A lot of our people is into witchcraft. Partaking in Halloween, you're partaking yourself a part of witchcraft. Wearing Halloween costumes, trick-or-treating. Our people have no knowledge of what they're doing, but what? They're partaking this a satanic holiday. You will be considered a witch. Things like what? Things like what? They dressed up as demons, ghosts, different things like that. And if you're still celebrating that day, the Lord is going to deal with you. So Lord, I hope this is edifying to the elect. Salakia for jumping around, taking a jog, but I hope this is edifying, to the elect, the Akim also. And Lord will not come back with another lesson soon. So I just want to start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to you. How about Shem Shah? And Lord will not come back with another lesson soon. Shalom.